Yeah,
We can
totally.
save this chat for the banter.
I like it.
All right.
I like it.
Ray, you gotta obviously do your thing.
All right, boys.
Call me the fuck.
All right, boys. Are we ready? In 5, 4, 3.
Welcome, people, coast to coast, all you IBL fans out there, all you millions, and I mean millions. We're back from a delayed exit with a little bit more Bush banter, and this is a significant one because this is the wrap of the regular season, and we're going into the playoffs. All right, this may drop after a game. Our production might be a little delayed, but we're bringing you the heat. It's September 7th. We got some Bushmen here. I'm, of course, G Hill in the building. What's going on? I'll pass it over to Ray. Are you here?
I am here, gentlemen. I have stuffed animals behind me. I'm ready to talk IBL.
I like it. I like it.
Cheers.
And my boy, E. Hill, are you here?
I am here and so excited about the fact that the boys sat second this year for the first time in a decade. Let's go.
Wow.
Yes,
strong
on
finish.
that note, Elliot is right. Your Toronto Maple Leafs finished second in the IBL standings this year. I'll rhyme them off real quick. London top seed 22-8. Your Toronto Maple Leafs 16-4, beating out Kitchener in third 16-4 with the tie break. Then it goes to Welland 15-15, Barrie 14-16. Brantford with the hop late. They come on strong. They finish 11-19, as does Hamilton. They finish 11-19, lose the tiebreak to Toronto. That means with the London bye, Toronto is playing your Hamilton Cardinals in the first.
I love it.
First off, what do you think about the run at the end of the season for your Leafs? They won 4 of 5 coming down the stretch. They could have ended up in 7th place. They end up in second. They scored 70 runs in their last 5 games. They came to play.
It was unreal. Okay, watched every live stream. It was absolutely awesome. We only lost the one stinker in Welland, and that's just because our boy Mara had a little bit of a tough go out there in relief for 1 inning. Gave up 6 stinkers. It's all right. We'll let it slide. He had a tough game the night before. Locked it down. We got the win. I still like it. You know, the boys, our road record was a little shoddy during the year, but we finished strong with 4 solid wins. So
yeah, finished strong.
I'm
First off, though, don't let my boy Ray bash you, Adam. You've had a great season so far.
I'm sorry.
Just one little blip on the radar.
It's all right. We all have a bad day. We all have a bad day. It's all right. It's all right. Somebody probably yelled at him at the bank. You know what I mean? Like he was probably stressed out. The drive out there to Welland.
It's all
probably
good.
An accident on the 403. Yeah. Who knows?
Jeez, who knows? It's all good. It's all good. But boys, did you have any, regular seasons wrapped up? Any thoughts or highlights or things that come to mind?
This
21 season.
First of all, 13, 12, 11. Those are the home run numbers for the 3 number 1 boys. We got Mara, we got Tack, and we got Nettie coming in third with the late start and pure grand slams all year.
Yeah, just massive 4-run shots. And honestly, what do you do? This offense, we averaged 9.65 runs a game.
Unreal. What Ray was referring to, folks, was the home run stat leaders for the entire IBL, and it went 1, 2, 3 with Maple Leafs, with Justin Mara, like Ray said, 13, Garrett Takamatsu with 12, and Necht with a late surge with 11. So that's unbelievable. Sorry, Al, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna speak to because of this prodigious power. Even Lazo had 6 or 7 as well. We scored almost 286 runs altogether this year or something.
I
just shy of 10 a game.
I believe this stat was actually also 59 home runs on the season, followed by Welland with 23. Some teams.
London with 30.
London?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Leafs had 59 home runs over the season. The second place team basically had half as many, was the London Majors with 30. Unreal offense. Unreal.
It was
unreal.
just it was fun to watch this year, boys.
Yeah.
Like again, every game was a time in the pits. It was awesome to see the crowds coming out. It was awesome to see the comeback wins. And just putting it in comparison to 2019, we battled through a losing streak of probably 10 to 15 home games, almost an entire summer. They finished 7th place, and to just jump a year and a half after the pandemic and to just smash every home game, give the fans what they love, dingers and crumbles. Oh, it was just fantastic.
100%.
You know, like, I mean, can we just reflect briefly on the 20-19 loss against Barrie when we were down 19-4 going into the bottom of the 7th inning, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
Not even considering that a loss. That's a win in my books.
Absolutely.
They turned off the scoreboard. We were losing that badly. And they turned it back on, and we were down 2 runs. That's all I got to say. A couple other notes. Well, I think we obviously got to give a shout out to Garrett Takamatsu with an unbelievable season. He just fell short of the Triple Crown in every category, finishing 2nd in batting average to our boy Riley, 2nd in home runs to our boy Mara, and 2nd in RBI again to Mara. So I thought that was something to note. Another thing of note, can we also make mention of the flamethrower Dustin Richardson coming out from the ashes in the last 5 or 6 games? Ray, I think you had a stat. He's faced 13 batters and he has 12 strikeouts.
Unbelievable. 4 innings pitched. Just the Phoenix has risen, and he is here to reap terror on all batters in the IBL. Get ready. The smoke is coming.
And I love it. Shout out to him. He always has the point to the
so
we love you, D-Ray.
And also, let's also mention, if we're going to talk Diamonds, fucking sorry.
No, it's fine on the podcast.
North Tonawonda's finest has made it across the border. The submarine king himself. Hunt for Red October. Cicatello is back on the mound.
Yes. Good mention, Ray. Western New York, the Lion of Western New York. He's going to be a mayor out there one day. Justin Cicatello. He's been waiting at the border with this COVID stuff. We've been messaging him. He couldn't wait to come back. He as well came back for the last 4 or 5 games and has looked real dialed in. And that means a lot for this Leafs pitching staff and bullpen. Because, at times it was a little bit shaky, and no disrespect to anyone. It's just, we didn't have the depth. And I think this bodes real well for the playoffs.
Me too. I like it. I like where we're headed right now. I just like the lineup is so where is the weak spot? You just point someone out. We are just top to bottom, ready to crush. And if we hold on to home field advantage, it is going to be mayhem.
Get ready for it.
Hey, I want to go back though. G, you glossed over something there when we were obviously giving mad love to Tack for the great season. Justin Mara finished top 2 in home runs and RBIs. Like, we gotta give him.
It was just crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. And coming off, like, where do we even begin, man? These guys had a year and a half off, and they just step onto the ballpark, just start crushing. They went on like two-week benders of like 5 back-to-back road games.
Yeah.
It was an insane crush to the season. We had canceled games. We had double headers. Like, just nuts.
We had 4 games. We had 4 games in 3 days at one point.
Unbelievable. Clap to the boys.
Also, hold up. If we're gonna do a standing O, there's also an extremely important moment that happened in Christie Pitts this year. Mr. Showtime, Sean Riley, the leader in basically every batting stat, hit his 1,000th career IBL hit, and we were there to witness it. Respect.
It was
Ryan.
unreal. You know, it was funny when we did go up to him and talk to him afterwards. He was disappointed that it was only a little bloop shot over the first baseman's head. But you know what? It counts. It goes up on the score sheets. And you know what? Footnote in history here to whoever was pitching that night.
It was Lund.
Yeah, Lundy. Oh, poor Lundy. That was one of the best.
We were actually making reference to that as Sean Riley came up to bat because he went 0 for 3. He needed 3 hits, and he'd gone 0 for 3 that game. But because it was a classic IBL game, he got 6 at bats.
Yeah.
He went 3 for 3 to end the game.
Yeah.
As Lund was pitching, we were calling him footnote in history. Like,
but those outs though, like leading up to his 1,000th hit, he was hitting it on the nails, and it would just like go right. So yeah, he was definitely due. He was
he wanted a home run for the boys though on that 1,000. Just
he did. Of course he did it. Of course he did it on the next road game when none of us were there to watch it. So you know what?
His 104th was a 410-foot bomb.
Speaking of bombs, actually, I wrote this note. I wrote down my top 3 longest bombs at Chrissy Pitt, home runs by the Leafs of the season, and was curious to know what you guys thought of this list or if you had anything to add. So I'll start with 3. At 3, I have Mara, who basically had the same home run he has done every year at the Pits. That right center field bomb on its way to the kids' baseball field. It was about middle of the season. It was still short of the diamond. So nothing more specific there. 2, Necht in his 8 RBI game when he yacked that over and yanked it in left field over the trees in his 8 RBI grand slam. That was deep. And then at number 1, I had Garrett Takamatsu in the foul, not foul home run. That was definitely, we thought, a foul ball, but he smashed that into the
I think that thing was just crushed so hard that while the umpire was watching it possibly go foul, it was fair, but you know, might have been a little bit foul. I think he was just amazed at the height and the flight path of that ball. He just called it fair just because. Also, I don't know if you guys remember, but Tack had like a small squad of like 20 fans just behind home plate.
That's right. I remember that.
I think he was doing it for his fan squad there. But I think that shot right there, or possibly one of Salazzo's classic line drive, 1 inch above the jagged fence home runs.
The exit velo on some of those like line drives, like if he just had more arc.
Definitely. It's like 8.5 degree angle. Leaves the bat at the exact same height it gets to the fence. It's the wildest thing.
Yeah. Unreal.
Yeah.
And
also, man, I gotta tip the cap to the closest I've ever seen Dan Mara to A, hitting a home run, and B, almost getting a grand slam.
A grand slam.
The guy just got open.
That was crazy.
Danny boy,
I think one more shout out, if we're talking home runs, the man who waited the entire year to connect with the ball, Mr. McLaren, goes yardstick in like the 3rd last game of the season, and then follows it up with another yard bomb, like the very next game. So
that got the bat going. That was respect. Was respect. For sure. Yeah, no, so we touched on that. So we might as well drop the playoff schedule for people. We expect to see you down in the Pits. Hopefully this is dropped before game 1. But game 1 is in Toronto. The Cards coming into town Thursday, September 9th. Then they immediately go on the road into Hamilton on Friday, September 10th, and come back to the Pits on Sunday,
if necessary.
11. Yes, good note, Elliot. It's a 3 of 5 series in the first round of the IBL.
That's 2 of 3.
Oh, sorry, 2 of 3, and then it moves on to 7-game series. So big thing.
I think it's best of 3. I think it's best of 3, best of 3, and best of 5.
No way.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they got a little condensed playoff. It's best of 3, and then the finals is best of 5.
That's so
Yeah.
IBL.
I know. So we gotta grind.
But I like it. We're coming into the playoffs hot, and it shortens the playoff window.
I know.
Dude, I love it.
The boys are dialed in, and think about this, boys. 2 wins with us having home field advantage. It's basically guaranteed win, man.
Numbers. Knock on wood on that. But we put up offense. I love it from the pits.
Yeah, we got reinforcements in the pitching department too. 6 back to starting as well. Sloan's been pitching pretty good last game.
Yeah, come on, everybody coming down the stretch. They were all dialing it in, man. Sloan, strong performance to finish it off. Asta, strong performance to finish it off.
Kyle Parrott as well.
Man, Deska, all we need is a couple innings from the. Oh God!
On that note, we'll do a little quick Leafs trivia for you. End of the regular season Leafs trivia. Ray versus Elliott. We're gonna start in the pitching category. Which Leaf led the team in innings pitched? You can buzzer in if you think you know the answer.
Buzz.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my boy Matty Kacatos.
Interesting.
I'm
gonna say it was Deska.
Damn it.
Andrew Hyde, 33.1 inning pitch, which I was shocked to see. Shout out Hyde, you battle, you keep us in those games.
He pitched a ton of road starts. I remember that. Anytime I'd be watching a road game, the Hyde start the game.
Dude, he loves to drive. He loves to travel. I love it. All right, next question. Who was second? Because we know who obviously led the team in strikeouts. Shout out Matty Kacatos. Who was second for the Leafs in strikeouts? Buzz, if you think you know.
Buzz.
An unconfident buzz by Elliott. What do you?
I want to say Asta.
Damn.
I'm gonna go with Deska again.
Bingo.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Deska, 33 strikeouts. Nice. Hell of a season, Deska.
Where did Mara finish on that list? I feel like Mara had a good number of Ks.
Yeah. Don't
you have it on there?
I think Asta had like 20.
All right. Last question. The Leafs, and I think they might have been the only team in the league in this category, even though they had a dynamic offense. They only had 1 triple on the season. Which Maple Leaf got that triple? Ray.
Connor Lewis. Sweet Lou road game. Just roping it into the corner.
Yeah, Connor Lewis.
I wish I could have seen him chugging around the bases.
Connor Lewis is right. All right. Well, we only have a few more minutes here, boys. Is there anything else you want to shout out on the season? Like I got something written down here. Like I thought Mara, even though Ray's trying to slander him at the beginning, Adam Mara had a great bounce back season. I thought Tamani had a great season. He came back off injury and has been a versatile player, great bat. Castaldo, recent signing for the season. He's been clutch, man. He's been making hits, making plays. They have
led the league in walks by like a wide margin, if I'm not mistaken. He had like 50 walks or something.
30 walks, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, unreal.
The new in-game announcer at the pits, he's really into it. I don't know who it is, but he's mixing it up on
Tom, was it? Tom, right?
The guy who does the
guy who announces where the snack.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I think he's been bringing some new energy. Tyler, the guy who's doing now the play-by-play, unfortunately only on Sundays. We respect you, dude. You're driving in from Perry Sound. He said he's going to be at all the playoff games, so everyone be sure to watch the link if you can't make it to the game. Hopefully you'll hear the Bushman in the background. And a shout out to the entire Christie Pitts crowd. Like, this year, guys, the energy has been way up. Wednesday nights have been bedlam. Like, I've never seen it like that.
It's been insane. It's been awesome. The crowd's been coming out. I'm telling you, there's been like at least 1,000 people at every game Wednesday night for sure.
There have been, like, the last Wednesday game that we were at, or Tuesday game, sorry, because it was on Tuesday for no one knows why.
London.
Yeah, that was a big crowd by the end of that game. There was definitely at least 1,000 people there.
Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
right on. This is the IBL. Like it's
Right
such a
on.
great
I
thing.
know, totally. The
Right
Leafs are
on.
due.
Right
Boys,
on
can I
is
just
right.
drop one more quick stat here?
All right, Ray with the late stat. Here.
Did you guys know that Sean Riley only struck out 7 times all year?
Wow.
And one of them was him getting thrown out.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that insane?
That's a wild stat.
His on base percentage was 650 something. It was crazy. Me and Jesse did the math. He's a 650 on base percentage.
Wow. Well, that's a
Boys,
hell
I'm
of a
jacked.
stat.
I am jacked for the playoffs. The boys are dialed in. Here we go.
We're dialed in. We hope you guys are all dialed in. Be sure to follow us at the Bushman1 on Twitter and Instagram. As Ray likes to say, give us a like.
Give us a like. Smash the subscribes. Whatever the kids say. Give us the thumbs up.
Whatever people do in the virtual world, do it. We're ready for the playoffs. And boys, go Leafs, go.
Let's get after Leafs, go. Let's get after it. Here we go. Leafs all day. Look at us, boys, with the official team caps. I love